again, Miss Tiffany from the Egg Harbor City branch of the Atlantic County Library System, and today is May the 4th. For all of you who don't know, that is Star Wars Day, because if you say May the 4th, you can say May the 4th be with you. So Star Wars today is our theme. We've got some great background Star Wars books. I have this beautiful Star Wars bag, and we are going to make some beautiful Star Wars crafts. We have our Chewbacca, Birdfeeder, and our friendly R2D2. And I'm going to show you guys how to make both of these today. So, one of the great things again about our STEM projects is that, first of all, let's refresh in case you don't know what STEM is. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And again, we're going to use a little bit of all of these today inside of our projects. So again, STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So the first thing we're going to do is our R2D2. And if you notice, it's actually kind of to size because our Wookiee is 10 times bigger than our little R2D2. So one of the first things we're going to need is a toilet paper roll. And I'm pretty sure most of you should have one of these at home. If not, next time Mom or Dad goes to the bathroom, just roll off a couple and then you have your toilet paper roll. Alright, so with our toilet paper roll, the first thing we're going to do is cover it so we get the nice white background that is our R2D2. You're going to take a piece of paper. If you need to cut the piece of paper, make sure that it's a little bit bigger than the toilet paper roll when you stand it up, so that way we can fold it in and it helps it seal a little bit better. Then you're going to take the piece of paper and you're going to roll it around your toilet paper roll. And then, like I said, it sticks out a little bit so you can fold it down into the toilet paper roll. And then all you have to do is put a little glue or tape here and you have the beginning of your R2D2. Now, this is where the math comes in. We're going to do a couple little measurements. It makes it a little bit easier with our R2D2 to get the right size for all of his little pieces. Because if you can't tell, he's got tiny little pieces all over the place. So, the first squares we're going to do are the squares for his eyes and his little gray buttons down here. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. These squares are going to be 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. If you have a ruler at home, just look for centimeters, 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters. And then you're going to cut out 6 of the squares. Now, I know all of us don't have construction paper at home, so if you have construction paper, you're going to use 2 pieces of blue and 2 pieces of gray. But if you don't have construction paper, again, we can make it work. Just grab a marker, color a piece of white paper blue, a little bit of gray, and there you go. You got your construction paper. Alright, when you're done with the squares, you're going to leave them off to the side. We're going to cut out everything first and then attach it to the R2D2. It makes it so much easier. The top line, as you can tell, it doesn't go all the way around the toilet paper tube. It stops right here, stops right here. We are going to measure that out. That's going to be 12 centimeters long and about half a centimeter wide. Now, the problem with this is that when you're doing the toilet paper tube, your tube might be a little bit bigger or smaller than my tube, so just make sure it fits almost all the way around, but just enough room for your square to go in the middle. Then, you're going to do the little boxes right here, and those are roughly a half a centimeter by half a centimeter long. So you're going to do 6 of those little boxes right there. Then, for the lines in the middle, you're going to do one that is 15, sorry. For the lines in the middle and the lines on the bottom, you're going to take a piece of paper that goes all the way around. Like it says, roughly 15 centimeters for this toilet paper roll, but your roll might be smaller or larger. If it goes over a little bit, that's fine. You can always just layer it in the back. For these lines, so these lines are going to be 4 centimeters long and about a half a centimeter for the width. The ones on the very bottom are only going to be 1.5 centimeters and a little over half a centimeter for the width. So they're more of a rectangle shape than a square. And then when you're done, you have all your pieces. Then comes the fun part. You're going to glue them on. The short line you're going to glue on the bottom, on the top. You're going to have that square there, that square there. You're going to add the 6 little squares in the bottom there. And then one big long line for the middle. Your 3 longer lines in the middle here, and then your 2 short rectangle ones on the right below it, and then your other long one on the very bottom. Then you're going to take your squares and the last 4 squares go around the side. Then you're going to take a marker, or if you have another piece of construction paper. I found it a lot easier just to draw the circle though than to cut out a circle, because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to cut out a circle in construction paper. It's very difficult. So you can draw a little dot, another little dot, and another little dot, and you will have a fun little R2D2. And the best thing about your R2D2 is he can hang out with you when you watch Star Wars movies today. What better friend to watch a Star Wars movie with than R2D2? All right, now for Chewbacca. Chewbacca's a big boy. Chewbacca. So, Chewbacca is actually made from a milk carton, but not all of us have milk cartons. So, if your parents go to the store, orange cartons work, milk cartons work, and if you really can't get a carton, you can always use a tissue box. The tissue box will just not be as deep, so if you put birdseed in it and you want to hang it outside, they're probably gonna like stand there and just kind of peck at it more than going inside of the Chewbacca, which is funny because the bird will be inside Chewbacca. All right, so you're just gonna take out the little plastic part that surrounds the tissue paper. If you're Kleenex. If you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna take a piece of regular white paper and then just fold it into a peak at the top, kind of like that triangle, and then all you have to do is tape it down or glue it down, depending on what you have at your house. Then comes the fun part. Now, I know all of us don't have popsicle sticks at home because popsicle sticks aren't that common, but you don't need a popsicle stick to do this one. If you have any trees outside, if you have a tree in your neighbor's yard that has a bunch of limbs on the ground, you can collect as many limbs as you want to, and instead of popsicle sticks, you can actually take the limbs and glue them down. You just have to make sure the sticks are short enough so that they fit on the box. And if you use glue, they should stick just as well as the popsicle sticks. But for our examples, I'm going to use the popsicle sticks. You're going to take your popsicle stick and you're going to align it with the box, and then you're going to glue it all over. As you can tell with my finished project, I glued it all over, completely around, until it blocked every spot. Now, you can do it any way you want to. You can do it side to side, or you can do it up and down. I did it up and down because it took a little less popsicle sticks, but again, it's all up to you. We're trying to be creative. You guys can do it whichever way you feel like it. And then if the popsicle sticks are a little too long, it's not that hard to cut a popsicle stick. You just take the popsicle stick, take a pair of scissors, and cut it to the length you need. So now you have shorter ones for like the area like the top of the milk carton. Now, once you are done gluing the popsicle sticks to the milk carton or your tree or your little pieces of stick, you can color it. Now, if you're doing it with the pieces of stick, you might not even want to color it. You might like the earthy tone to it. If you're doing popsicle sticks, I would advise doing it because Chewbacca is kind of a dark brown color and the popsicle sticks are kind of a light brown color. We want Chewbacca to look as much like Chewbacca as possible. So, you're going to take paint and you're going to paint the entire thing brown. Again, I know everybody doesn't have paint, so if you don't have paint, go to your handy dandy markers and just color it all the way around with the brown. Now, the whites in his eyes, that's really complicated. If you don't have white paint, guess what you can use? Whiteout! And I'm sure your parents have whiteout at home somewhere. So all you have to do is make 2 circles of whiteout and then wait for it to dry, take a black marker and just draw in his eyes. Just that easy. For the black again, a little bit of black paint or a black marker, paint it onto the cap, and you have his nose. His mouth is really fun because you can do it however you want to. You can make a little tongue sticking out. You could even paint the inside red so it looks like his tongue, or the inside of his mouth, whatever you want to do there. But you're just going to do a little black outline so you know it's his mouth versus his face, and then a little bit of white paint for his teeth. I had another Chewbacca earlier, but his teeth were really scary, so I did this one because his teeth are not as scary as the other ones. And I drew a little sash on him because Chewbacca had his sash, and I feel like you must have a Wookiee with a sash. Now, this is where you can get creative again. Your Wookiee can have whatever color sash you want to. Or you can even take a piece of fabric and glue it on there and make a fabric sash, however you guys want to do it. So, we made our Wookiee, and we made our R2D2, and may the 4th be with you guys. And that's my crafts for today. Please make sure to like our Facebook, to like our YouTube link, and please subscribe. If you subscribe, then you know when we post new videos. And if you want more information about the Landon County Library System, the link is down below. I hope you guys have a great 4th, and don't forget to wear your gear. May the 4th be with you. No pressure. No pressure to... For the R2D2, one of the main things you're going to need is... Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I didn't grab the toilet paper. Carton. You can always use toilet paper box. It's a little bit shallower than our milk carton, but again,